Going on YouTube? It's Matty the Webman, and I skipped Monday. Yeah, I know I skipped Monday, but it's Wednesday, and I'm back. So let's get into it. Today I'm gonna be talking about why I like the music that I like. So, I'll be driving down the street or walking down the street, and people will ask me, why do I like heavy metal? Well, and more specifically for me, it's Christian heavy metal. War of Ages, Bless the Fall, The Devil Wears Prada, stuff like that. It's not anything like Asking Alexandria or anything. It's Christian heavy metal. Well, people ask me why. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking tell you. So, why I like it is because it reminds me of who I am and where I came from. A lot of the guys in heavy metal bands, they come from really broken backgrounds, and they weren't raised as a Christian, or they weren't originally a Christian. And I was raised as a Christian, but I got away from it for a very long time, from the ages of 13 to about 18. I was not a Christian, and I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. I was the biggest atheist you'd ever meet. Some people would even classify what I did as Satanism. And it was just a lot. It was just really hard. But the heavy metal that I listen to, a lot of them talk about struggling with real world problems through the eyes of a Christian and through the eyes of a believer. And it really reminds me where I came from and who I am and who I need to be and what I need to strive for in my life. And I like to say this to everybody that I've met. You might think that Christian music's all it's uppity worship music. Well, no, actually a lot of Christian music, and most of the Christian music I listen to, is very deep and very, very dark. It's for example, I listen to all kinds of music. My main go-to music is heavy metal, but I listen to everything, as long as it's not country. I do not like country. I like outlaw country, like Brantley Gilbert and stuff, but it's not really country. So, if you were to listen to Mansion by NF, that's literally his name is NF, and you were to listen to the lyrics of that song, it is very deep and very dark. Talks about a place where he was at and a place he created inside his head to where nobody could get in. And there is, One Day by War of Ages is pretty deep too. It's all of them are deep, and it's just, even though this song doesn't sound deep, Assistant to Regional Manager by The Devil Wears Prada, it's deep. It's deep. You ever look up the lyrics and you read them and you see what it's about? It's deep, man. It's a lot deeper than you think. And so I guess what I'm here to say today is that it doesn't matter what kind of music you like or what kind of music you don't like. It's all about who you need to be. And I'm a true believer in that music has influence. It can influence you in whatever way it wants to. And that's a problem with today's music. Today's music is influencing young people and older people to be a person they're not. And for the longest time, the kind of music I was listening to, the other heavy metal stuff that I was listening to, the non-Christian stuff, was influencing me to be a person I'm not. I am a musician. I play guitar and I sing and I do a bunch of other stuff. But for a long time, I lived my life based on a standard set by heavy metal bands. I had to have the long hair or I had to shave it all off. So I shaved all my hair off. And I had to have all the tattoos and the piercings and everything. So at one point I had my septum pierced, I had my tongue pierced, or my lip pierced, and I had both ears gauged out, and I started a sleeve that I'm really never gonna finish. It says Faith, and I'm gonna get it shaded in and everything, but I'm not gonna make it a sleeve. And I had done everything, built this image up, and even when it came to relationships, I thought, would such and such singer or such and such guitarist allow this, or would they have this in their life? And I idolized musicians, and that's not okay. I idolized the lifestyle, and it turned me into a person I am clearly not. And I stopped playing music for Actually, this is just a recent decision for me is to stop playing. I mean, I'm still gonna fiddle around on the guitar, but I am not going to pursue music as an actual career like I had been for a couple of years now. And it's just, you know, I needed that. And so, all in all, be careful what you listen to, and be careful with what you let influence you. You know, I've always recommended and still recommended, if you like a certain genre of music, they have a Christian equivalent to it. There's a lot of people that I know of that went from, you know, the darkest death heavy metal that you could go listen to, and they became a Christian and they still listened to it and they struggled. And then I came into their lives and I'm like, oh, well, check out War of Ages, or check out, you know, Devil Wears Prada, check out Becoming the Archetype, or, you know, I just threw stuff out at them, you know, Fit for a King, you know, In the Midst of Lions. All these bands, and they're all Christian based. One of the biggest bands out there, and nobody knows they're, well, a couple people do, but nobody thinks they're Christian because they do not say God or Jesus once in their any song they've ever written, but they are huge Christians. They believe that you can't separate your life, like, because there's like Icon for Hire, and this upsets me. They are Christian people, but they do not make Christian music. They want to separate it. You can't separate it. If you are a Christian, that leaks into every part of your life. Now, they might not talk about Jesus or God, but they do have a lot of scriptural references in their songs, and they have lots and lots and lots of biblical reference. Just, you know, not even scriptural, just, you know, references to how you should act as a person if you are a Christian. And, you know, it's awesome. It really is. I mean, they're huge, man. They are huge. And so, you know, just be careful. I mean, today's music it's getting worse and worse and worse, and it's teaching us more and more and more bad stuff to do. And, you know, if you are a Christian, I mean, if you're not, I'm not gonna, you know, force this on you or whatever. But if you are a Christian and you still struggle to find good music, leave me a message in my, you know, or send me a comment, or, you know, get on my Facebook page. Leave me a message and ask me for help, because I have gone through every kind of genre of music and I have found Christian equivalents to all my favorite bands. Like, I absolutely 100% loved, like, 3 Doors Down and 3 Days Grace. And I'm like, well, let's listen to Skillet. And a lot of their new stuff is pretty equivalent to that. And I loved Asking Alexandria, so I started listening to The Devil Wears Prada. Now, no, by no means am I saying Devil Wears Prada is even on the same level as Asking Alexandria, but it's an equivalent. It's the same genre. It's the same kind of music. It's got the same feel to it. And I'm not gonna lie, I cheat every now and then. I'll listen, like, I'll get a song stuck in my head from a couple years ago, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this just once, you know, and I do. And, you know, when it comes to dubstep, I do listen to a lot of secular artists, but it's dubstep. It's robot sounds. There's no lyrics in there or anything. It's just robots. It's it. Alright, so I guess that concludes my video for this week. Stay tuned on Friday. I will be doing a review. It is a surprise, so you don't know what it is, because I can't tell you because it would ruin the surprise. I'm going to see if I can't get Mama Melon to be a part of the review. Maybe get some Baby Maddie cakes in there. But, you know, just stay tuned, stay cool. You know, just be on the lookout and try to live a Christ-like life. See you on Friday.